Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi students, how are you? Today is our lecture 21 about electricity, chapter number 15. Before starting the chapter, let us see that which articles we will read in this chapter. Introduction of electricity, electrons, protons and neutrons, electric charge, types of electricity, and electricity in the nature. Introduction of electricity. Electricity is a form of energy involving the flow of electrons. The nucleus of an atom is surrounded by negatively charged particles called electrons. The negative charge of an electron is equal to the positive charge of a proton, and thus the number of electrons in an atom is usually equal to the number of protons. It means that atom is neutral. Open your book, page 91, chapter 15, Electricity. Have you ever looked at the sky during the thunderstorm? The brilliant flashes of lightning across the sky should give you an idea of how powerful electricity is. All matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Atoms are so tiny that they are invisible to the naked eye, but they are composed of even smaller particles called subatomic particles. These are electrons, protons, and neutrons. The material which allows the flow of electrons or electric current to pass through them are called conductors. Metals like copper, gold, and silver have free electrons in them, so they are good conductors of electricity. In some materials, the electrons are tightly held in their atoms. They are not free to move around, therefore, the current cannot flow through them. Such materials are called insulators. Like rubber, glass, and wood are examples of insulator. Knowing about the conductor and insulator can help to keep you safe from the dangers of electricity. Here, students, you see the model of atom. The green portion which are moving, these are electrons. The yellow portions are proton, and the red ones are called neutron. Let's learn about electron, proton, and neutron. Atoms consist of three basic particles: protons, electrons, and neutrons. The nucleus is the center of the atom. The nucleus of the atom contains the protons, and the proton have positively charged, and the neutron no charge on them. The outermost of region, as you see in the model of the atom, the green part which we are moving, this is the outermost region of the atom, and they are called electron shells and contains the electrons negatively charged. Electron, protons, and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are found in the center of an atom and they make up the nucleus. Proton and neutron, they both make the nucleus of the atom. Electrons keep moving around the nucleus. The subatomic particles are different from each other due to the charges they carry. Protons carry a positive charge, electrons carry a negative charge, and neutrons carry no charge. Neutrons are neutral. You see on your screen neutron, proton, and electron. Electron, they are moving the outermost of the atom and they have negative charge. Protons in the nucleus of the atom and they have positive charge. Now we see that what is electric charge. Electric charge is a physical property of matters that causes it to experience a force when placed in an electromagnetic field. There are two types of electric charge, positive and negative. Definitely, electron have negative charge and proton have positive charge. Carried by protons and electrons respectively, like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Like charges repel means positive charges repel each other and same the negative charges repel each other, but the positive and the negative, the opposite charges attract each other. Electric charge, see on your page, book page 92. Positive and negative charges behavior presentingly two objects with opposite or different charges. A positive and a negative will attract or pull towards one another. Objects with the same charge, two positive or two negative, will repel or push away from one another. You can see in the diagram opposite charges attract. You see there is positive sign and negative sign and the arrows show that they are attract each other. And in the same diagram, both negative and the arrows show that they repel each other. Same with the positive because they are like charges. So that's why they repel each other. You see on your screen, this diagram shows you clearly. You see that positive repel the positive and negative attract with the positive sign. Opposite charges attract each other. Same plus attract minus and minus attract plus. Our next article is about types of electricity. Although we know only one type of electricity which we use in our houses. Let us see that how many types of electricity have. There are two types of electricity, static electricity and current electricity. I think all of you know about current electricity because we use this in our houses. Static electricity is made up by rubbing together two or more objects and making friction, while current electricity is the flow of electric charge across an electrical field. Usually, the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons in an atom, so the charges are balanced. In other words, the atom has no charge and it is said to be a neutral. But when any matter comes into contact with another matter, the electrons behave differently. For example, if two things rub against each other, the electrons become free to move from one atom to another. It is this movement of the electrons that creates electricity. It means that the flow of electrons is called electricity or electric current. Electricity can be divided into two types, current and static. As I told you before, electricity is a type of energy that can build up in one place or flow from one place to another. When electricity gathers in one place, it is known as static electricity. The word static means something that does not move. Electricity that moves from one place to another is called current electricity. You notice static electricity mostly in dry, cold weather. During the summer, the air is more humid. The moisture in the air helps the electrons move away from you more quickly, so they cannot build up a big static charge. Current electricity. Current is the rate at which charge passes by a point on the circuit. Page 93 of your book. In some materials, the electrons are free to move. When such materials are connected to a battery or main sockets, these free electrons become energized. They start moving from one end of the matter to the other end, passing from atoms to atom. This flow of electron is an atom is called electric current. The flow of electrons or the movement of the electrons is called the electric current. In a circuit, the electron move from the negative terminal to the positive terminal. As we learned that opposite charges attract each other. So electron moves from negative terminal to the positive terminal. You see here in the diagram, negative move to the positive and this is the current. And also here the pulp lightning. Now come to the static electricity. Static electricity is an imbalance of electric charge within or on the surface of the material. The charge remains until it is able to move away by means of an electric current or electrical charge. You can see in this video clearly the difference between the hair of this baby. See the difference? There is charge in the baby's hair. Static electricity. Also an example is given in our book which will be clear to you, and I think that you have done this experiment by yourself. You experience static electricity in your daily life. What happens when you pull off your sweater in dry, cold weather? You get fly away hair. Why? What happens when you walk on the carpeted floor and touch the doorknob? You feel an electric shock. All this happens because of static electricity. When you pull off your sweater rubs against your hair. Electrons move from your hair to your sweater. Same you see in the previous video where I told you that you see the difference between the hair of the baby. Same situation is here. Electrons move from your hair to your sweater. Now your hair has lost a few electrons and they are all positively charged. What happens? When like charges are brought closer to each other, they repel each other. Since hairs have like charges, they repel each other. As a result, your hair becomes flyaway. When an atom comes into contact with another atom, electron may jump from one atom to another. When this happens, the atom ends up having more electrons than protons. When the number, although the number of proton and electron, they both are same in the atom, so that's why atom have no charge. But when the number of electrons greater than the number of protons, then it make any matter or any body charged. This atom becomes negatively charged. The atom which loses electrons become positively charged because electron have negative charge. So when any matter or any atom lose the electron, it become positive charge. This imbalance of positive and negative charges is called static electricity. Now you have an idea of the role of electrons in causing lightning during a thunderstorm. There is also an example or experiment of the comb and the paper. When you rub a comb against your hair, you charge up the comb. When you bring this charged comb near to pieces of paper, the comb attracts them. This happens due to the disturbance or imbalance of electrons on the surface of the objects. You see, there are two examples of static electricity when you rub your hand and you see that the soil or sand attract by your fingers. Electricity in nature, the last article of this chapter, electricity in nature. Electricity is not only found in power lines and electronics made by man, but is also found in nature. In fact, electricity is all around us. We see it in lightning storms. Animals use it as a defense or to stun, even kill their prey. Even our bodies use it to send messages to our muscles. Electricity in nature. When clouds rub against each other, electrons move from one cloud to another. They heat up the air between the clouds. If too many electrons move very fast and air between the clouds get hot, that it glows. This is a spark. in this spark is huge. It is called lightning. How the spark produce in the air? If too many electrons move very fast, if the electrons move very fast in the air and between the clouds, they rub with each other and it get a hot and they produce a glow. This is the spark. This glow makes a spark, and when the spark is so huge, it becomes the lightning, as you see in the pictures. Yes, students, here we complete our chapter of electricity. I hope you understand this. Now come to the exercise. Match the columns. Number 1. An object that loses or gains electrons is called a charged object. The particles in an atom having a positive charge, protons. The particles in an atom having a negative charge, electrons. The particles in an atom having no charge. What are they? Neutrons. The flow of electrons in an object is electric current. The imbalance of positive and negative charges, static electricity. Now we have blanks. The flow of electrons in matter is called electric current. Number 2. The build-up of an electric charge on the surface of objects is known as static electricity. Number 3. In an electric circuit, the current flows from the negative to the positive terminal. Number 4. Materials which allow electric current to pass through them easily are called conductors. Materials which do not allow electric current to pass through them are known as insulator. All matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Lightning in the sky is caused by static electricity. When the number of electrons in an atom is equal to the number of protons, the atom is said to be neutral. When an atom loses electrons, it becomes positively charged. Number 10. When an atom gains electron, it becomes negatively charged. Circle the correct option. Which of the following correctly defines electric current? The flow of protons in an object, the flow of electrons in an object, the flow of neutron in an object. The correct option is B, the flow of electrons in an object. Number 2, when an object gains electron, it A is positively charged, negatively charged, or remain neutral. The option is negatively charged. Number 3, an object becomes charged when it loses or gains electrons. The number of electrons is equal to the number of protons, or it remains neutral. The correct option is it loses or gains electron. Number 4. Which one of the following has a negative charge? Proton, electron, neutron. Correct option is electron. Which one of the following has a positive charge? Definitely they are proton. Option A is correct one. Number 6. Which one of the following has no charge? Neutron has no charge. Option C is the correct one. Number 7. If a material is negatively charged, it will attract a positive charge because opposite charge attract each other. Number 8. Which one is an insulator? Glass, steel, copper. Glass. Which one is a conductor? Rubber, wood, silver. Correct option is silver. Lightning is an example of electric current, static electricity, or sound energy. The correct option is static electricity. The student, the question and answer you can see on the screen. The last part I discussed with you, which are true and false. The electrons are held loosely in materials which are good conductors of electricity. False. A positively charged object will attract another positively charged object. False. If some electrons are removed from the object becomes negatively charged. False. A material that does not conduct electricity is called an insulator. True. A spark is an example of electric current. False. An atom is said to be neutral if it has more proton in it than electron. False. Electric current is a circuit flows from the positive to the negative terminal. False. Let us students take a quick review of our chapter. As we all matters is made of atoms. Atoms are made of electrons, protons, neutrons, and these are subatomic particles. Electron revolves around the nucleus and it has negative charge. Proton, they are present in the nucleus and they have positive charge. And neutron, they are also present in the nucleus but they have no charge. The number of electrons and protons, they both are equal in an atom. That's why atom is neutral. Electric charge. Opposite charges, positive and negative, attract each other and the same charges repel each other. Then we have a topic about the electricity. As we know that atoms are made of electrons, protons and neutrons, due to their equal distributions, atoms are neutral. That is, as many electrons are out of nucleus, same number of protons are present in the nucleus. So positive charge is equal to the negative, but when matter is rubbed against the other electrons will move from place to place, from an atom to the other, so it creates the electricity. Types of electricity. We have two types of electricity, current electricity and static electricity. Current electricity, you know about it. We use it at our home and we produce the electric current by the flow of electrons. When free electrons move from place to place, when we switch the battery, the electrons travel negative to positive terminal and electric current flows. For the static electricity, this electricity does not flow by the movement of electrons, but electrons jump from one matter to another, and due to this imbalance of electrons occur, that is called static electricity. When we comb our hair or rub our hand against sweater or blanket, we observe spark. This is an example of static electricity. Spark or lightning in nature is the best example of static electricity, which is created by rubbing of clouds against each other, which make the air hot, which glows as lightning. Students, you see all the solution of the questions. You will note down from the screen to your notebook. And if you feel any problem in this chapter, I think you learn more than the book from this lecture. Make a notes by yourself in your copy. Inshallah, we will meet in the Zoom meeting. Allah Hafiz.